And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another week, another edition here of the PiGosaur Cup. PiGosaur Cup number 90. I'm, of course, just VIP with you, enjoyed by these amazing players and by the Boom chats as well. Welcome one and all to a weekly open cup, to the PiGosaur Cup. We have any else. We're jumping into our first series. We're jumping into our best of 3 and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Talkamac. We have the South Korean Terran player. We have the Red Terran. It is Bunny. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the blue Protoss. So blue Protoss, the South Korean Protoss representing Team 1. It is herO. Let's go. Let us go. If you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we delve into our initial best of 3 TVP. Let's go. Exclamation RP again. We are in the quarterfinals currently. We did go live a little bit late on purpose. So we went live coming into the quarterfinals, followed by the semis, followed by the grand finals as well. We have our TVP and we're opening up with a proxy. Now, again, if you've been watching TVP as of late in the current meta, it's all about early game aggression. Early game aggression here. So herO, he is going to be going for the proxy gate across the map. If you're curious, why are we on Talkamac? Talkamac is from like what, 1-2 seasons ago. The players did agree to play on one of the older maps themselves. I would not be surprised if herO has no practice on the new patch and he's like, can we play on the map that I know? And herO's like, you know what, young, okay, we'll play on a map that you know. And they agreed to play on Talkamac. But little does Bunny know that, again, we're opening up with a proxy gate. Now, again, this proxy gate play is very, very common in the current meta, just because gateways and aggression from Protoss is coming online a lot faster, and early game Terran defense is much more difficult to pull off. As a result, we have been seeing a lot of shorter games, and a lot of Terran players struggle in early game defense. Not always, but again, the struggle is there. It's going to be up to Bunny to tighten up and to shut this down. We'll see if he can. Oh boy. We'll see if he can, as we do have our initial zealots moving in. Okay, they move in, they will zone away. Behind us, we do see a cancellation. We need a bunker on the high ground. Bunker is now going to be on the way. Getting a late reaction here from Bunny. It's a later reaction. SCVs are going to be swiped away at. The bunker is still not yet done, and a Stalker is in production. Another Marine! Oh, the Marine takes a lot of hits, takes a lot of damage, and oh, the Marine does go down. Go down to 1 Reaper. SCV is going to be falling, as Zealots are happy to trade. They're going to get surrounded, but again, they will trade against the SCVs. Yeah, they will trade. Again, very nice pickups here from herO, catching out 9 SCVs. Ay. 9 workers go down. Bunny is down to 10 SCVs himself, down to half the work count he just once was. And here he expands at the unnatural natural. The eBay block did force a bit of an awkward expansion. GG gets called, too many losses, and herO takes game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Here he will take a lead in the series again. We spoke about it coming into this game, but early game defense is much more difficult for Terran, or I should say early game aggression is popular at the moment in PvT, going for proxies, going for shenanigans, and alas, Bunny, he does struggle to defend, struggle to realize what's going on, and again, he lost the first Marine far too quickly, losing the first Marine, and then was unable to finish the bunker. Unable to finish, to fight for it, he had to pull the boys, he lost so many SCVs, and with that, it all just snowballed out of control. And now we're loading into game number 2. Did I even get a chance to open up the predictions? Did I? We did. Okay. Predictions did open. I wasn't too sure just because the game was so fast. And I'm expecting another short one here as we're going to be loading into Ley Lines for game number 2. Jesus, we're going old school, Pappy. Going old school. No. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ley Lines, we have the red Terran player. We have the South Korean Terran. Oh, we have the South Korean Terran himself. It is a Bunny. So, down to the series, and spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the blue Protoss player. We have the South Korean Protoss leading the series 1-0. It is herO for T1. So we are keeping it old school here, incorporating some much older maps. Game 1 was talking about game 2 on Ley Lines. Again, these maps are typically a little bit larger. They're typically a little bit easier to defend. They have a very different kind of dynamic to them. Very different. Much more secure, much easier to defend. And we'll see if Bunny can maintain himself. We'll see how herO will approach things. I will say that the new map pool is a lot more aggressive for the most part. I mean, again, I'm shocked that Rorschach and Rainfall made it through. Like, I'm still shocked that that happened. Like, that's crazy. I will say the new map was a little bit more extreme. A little bit more extreme. I think the closest to this that we have in the new map was maybe Sanctuary 3, but even then, like, it has low ground expansions. Here, everything's on the high ground, everything's much more safe, much more secure. Like, we don't really have maps like this in the current TLMC map pool. They don't quite exist in the same way. Regardless, we have our first gateway back at home. Our first gate is back at home. We're going for the gate into Cybercore as we do move out across the map. Just checking to see if there was maybe some confusion on the challenge page. I was there last week as well. I should recognize. Yeah, so now again we are going to be opening up. Going to be calming things down. From your economic area, racks expand out of Bunny. Likewise, here he does pull away. And this time we do have a much more standard opener as well. You know, no proxies, no shenanigans. Now we can calm things down a little bit. I say a little bit as hero's probe is still being active, so eyes are still on hero. The cybercore is done, but there's no proxy pylon, there's no proxy stargate, for example, anything like that. We're just easing our way into our early game. As the Reaper moves out, the probe can go back in to get a rescout to confirm the setup, to confirm the timing of the CC, and the follow-up. Now, is this a 3 CC 3 racks? Is it a 2-1-1, a 3 rack stim timing, a 1-1-1? Hero breaks in, and he will see the Marine. Yeah, that's for the Marine. Pulls away. Oh, we'll go down. Probe does get some permanent damage, at least on the Marine, but outside of that does fall. Now we can settle down. From here, we're soon going to see our tech of choice, whether we go Twilight Council, Robo, or Stargate. So looking with the tech here from Hero. Oh, 3 gates. We spoke about early game aggression. The early game aggression continues. Not a proxy, but a 3-gate setup here is hyper aggressive. The goal here is to warp in, to reinforce, and to break that low ground. This has become a very common build. I mean, so far, Game 1 and Game 2 have been very quote-unquote I don't know if I want to call them standard, but they're just very common builds that we've been seeing nowadays from players like Hero, Classic, Kazaun, Max Packs. It's been a lot more common, and yeah, we'll see if Bunny can keep up with the aggression. Oh boy. Again, I think this might be the first time that Bunny's playing on the new patch. Like, Bunny's been very inactive. There's a proxy pylon. Here comes the aggression. Yo, Hero, you don't want to hold back for your boy? Again, Bunny and Hero are good friends. Good friends, and yeah, Hero is not holding back. Let's go. The proxy pylon is now done. Now we can warp in across the map, waiting for warp gate to finish and the warp gates to come online. So Hero has to wait a little bit longer here for that, as gateways are warping in. Robo's halfway done, and here come the warp-ins. Here comes Hero. Now, to defend, what do we have to hold on here? We have 1 Hellion, we have 4 Marines, and a bunker. The boys can be pulled, of course, to repair. As I say that, Stalkers, they do step by. Yeah, they step last. 1 Stalker getting very low. But mining is denied. And can we even force a lift? As warp-ins, they should be continuing. Here, he will supply blocked. Yeah, Hero was supply blocked, so there was no secondary warp-in. We have a 3rd base instead. Hero does force a lift. Oof. Bonnie stuck on a 1-base economy. He's stuck on 1 base, Pappy. Tank will be able to turn this away. And there's a recall. Bonnie, he won't kill a Stalker. Recalls in time. Does recall back home. Behind this, we have our Twilight Council follow-up in towards Charge or into Blink. And again, here he may not have dealt any critical damage, but he has contained and he has slowed Bunny down quite significantly. And here's just getting further ahead. We have the attack of choice here. It's going to be Charge, not Blink. Going to Charge. Ooh, Raven gets caught out. Yeah, the Raven is caught. Catching him more with these units. Alien goes down. No. No. And from here, we're taking him into Storm. We have our splash damage. Here, getting to a splash damage choice. Archive, Storm, Bunny being active just to get a little bit of information, and he might even get spotted. Get spotted by the Observer. I mean, they spot each other. Oh, never mind. They do spot each other. Here is distracted, but there's no backstab, right? There's no backstab or counterattack. Bunny's main army is coming to reinforce, but he will lose his Marines. Yeah, losing all 4 Marines. Stim is about to finish. Bunny's pushing through the center. What do we have? So Bunny's got 2 tanks, 6 Marauders. He has 2 Winter Mines now on the way as well. It is a pretty hefty army, and herO doesn't see this coming. No, sorry, he does. Now he does. Yeah, the boys! Yeah, the boys are being pulled. Bunny's 2 base all in. It's all or nothing here for Bunny. The boys are being pulled. Meanwhile, herO, he has a high ground advantage. Bunny rotates to the right-hand side. herO, he will miss this rotation. Yeah, late reaction, late response. Tanks are sieging. Getting 2 tanks within range. Storm is not done. Oh, yeah, Storm is not done. Zealots, do collapse in, getting into the Marines. SCVs are a little bit late. Yeah, the SCVs now trickling in. Mine shots, they will connect. Massive mine connections, and Bunny, he's getting on top. He's getting on top of the army. Takes down the Immortals. Heavy losses for herO, losing so many Stalkers. Yes, herO killed all the SCVs, but the main army is still standing strong. herO needs time. herO, he needs more warp ins. There's the NG overcharge. Tank is within range. Oh, herO collapsing in. He's trying to get on top of the tanks. He's trying. We have a couple of Zealots trickling in. He will get 1 tank. 1 tank goes down, but only 1. In the end, Bunny has done it. Bunny has done it. He has broken the main army. He's stimming on in. Again, herO, he wasn't able to engage at the ramp where he wanted to. He missed the rotation. Bunny got in. And with that, Bunny, he will eviscerate the mineral line. Boys are being pulled. Desperation out of herO. Here he does come in from behind. He does take down the tank at least. But the bio army is just too strong. It's just too large. So too much bio. Takes down the Immortal. Kites back into the mines. Now, technically, herO still has the better economy. And if he can buy a little bit more time, then maybe. The mine shots. Ooh. Disconnect. Immortal comes in. There's 1 more mine. Oh no! Oh my god, going off of the Immortal actually. It does go off of the Immortal. We do have some extra warp ins here. Guardian Shield is activated. We have that Guardian Shield. Marines are getting low. Bunny, he's muling, he's making more SCVs. Bunny, he can macro out of this. herO can as well. Okay, so here he barely survives the all-in. Bunny pulls away. Now Bunny did kill how many probes? 17. He killed 17 probes, and now we're coming for the second wave. I was about to say that Bunny could just back off and get a third, or could try to macro out of this, but no. Bunny, he just pulls the boys for a second time. Bunny, he was making SCVs throughout that, so he's ready for a second boy pull. And this should be too much. As Bunny's the second wave of SCVs. We do have a lot of sentries. Force fields have potential to slice up the army. Show us some force fields. Yeah, he looks down the army. Zealots, they charge in. They collapse in on the Marauders. Ooh. Even lock in some of that friendly fire. And wow, hero's done it. Again, those force shields were brutal. He locks in the army, cleans up the SCVs and half the bio force. And with that, Bunny, I mean, he was close, but GG. The all-in has failed. GG gets called, and herO, he will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the semi-finals. GG. Whew, GG, well played, congratulations. herO, again, he was down and out. The all-in was succeeding. Bunny had a crazy, he was having a crazy performance, breaking through the main army, breaking through the economy as well. But alas, was not enough. In the end, GG, well played. Bunny barely didn't have enough. Actually, they're bantering a little bit, so I'm going to try to translate some of that. Going to try to translate some of the banter here. Let's see. Let's see, what did they say? Because I think this was Bunny's first time playing on the new patch. Bunny, he's like, what a waste. Lol. hero's like, that was hard. And then Bunny said, then they're laughing at each other. And Bunny's like, ah, this is tough. The game is interesting right now. GG. GG. But yeah, I believe that was the first time that Bunny was playing on the new patch. With that, GG. GG well played. With that, we are getting into our next series. Yes, we are. Okay, we're heading over to the Americas server because we already have our next matchup. Let's go. Let us go. So congratulations, herO. He will claim the series. Exclamation mark B in the chat to have a look back yourselves.